I know you're 100% right, but it's almost like because I know
I've got
that.
this recorded. When you said I'm 100% right, I've got this recorded, remember?
Yeah.
When I cut it, it's going to be easy to
Pause,
carry
pause,
on.
pause, pause. I looked up. I don't know if we need to do a correction. Andrew Tate has been charged but never convicted because charges and convictions are two different things. And he served. I looked it up. He served 3 months. Uh, he was in prison for 3 months and house arrest for 5 months. No convictions. They haven't actually formally charged him in court or anything.
But I
So
still
imagine
think it,
serving 3 months and not getting convicted of anything.
yeah. But I think that's basically what you said anyway.
All right, I was just making sure.
Yeah, no, I think that's basically what you said anyway. So no, I think that's fine.
There, there are outstanding cases against him in Florida and the UK. You know,
Yeah, but we're only alluding to what's happened thus far. So
mm. But
cool.
so far, when it actually gets to court, every judge so far says you don't fucking have any evidence for this. And that, if I remember correctly, the Romanian judge was like, you can't keep asking for him to be kept in prison. You haven't presented any evidence yet."
Yeah, well, I'm surprised the CPS has even, or CPS in any country has taken it even as far as a judge without any evidence.
This is one of the things that adds. Actually, this is might be a good conversation. It's one of the things that adds to the red pill conspiracy theories, is because they don't find any evidence against Andrew Tate to actually convict him and charge him with everything. You know,
Well, I
he's
think
had
we should carry on that bit at the end of this,
okay,
and then I think that'd be a good place to finish it off then. Yeah,
yeah,
cool. Let me just right. So let's carry on with this video.
12 for boys' domestic tasks. I don't do nappies. And boasts that his wife packs his condoms before trips. Bruce sits with the couple and lets the arrangement unfold. It's time. Wallace Palmer offers a scripted defence. We don't cross into each other's lanes, it works for us. But Theroux's silence after Waller's cheerful admission of infidelity creates space for the obvious double standard. Waller insists he loves women and keeps his wife and children away from his content. Yet the arrangement grants him sexual freedom while demanding fidelity. Quiet camera captures the discomfort. The love rhetoric collapses into narcissistic entitlement. Waller's street encounters with young fans, who credit him as the male figure they lacked, only heightens the irony. He sells fatherly guidance while modelling emotional unavailability. Sneeko, banned from platforms for hateful conduct, delivers the film's most unfiltered extremism. During a late-night walk, he launches into a rant about a satanic cult run by the Rothschilds, the classic anti-Semitic crew, and named pop star Sam Smith as a member, citing his growing.
I love a good conspiracy theory around a satanic cult, as you know.
yeah. Well, it's definitely one of the big things the red pill profit from is conspiracy theories, and like you and I have discussed previously, um, there are large families and large corporations that control the world. That's how.
Yeah,
What do you think a hedge fund is? What do you show me? What do you think a conglomerate is? Somebody is at the top of them, and they do lobbying is influencing politicians.
yeah.
It's it's not even a conspiracy. It's how like everything under the sun is controlled by somebody, and they're not going to go to Tina on aisle 8 at night time who's stacking shelves saying, "We have this."
You love that analogy.
I do love that analogy. It's one of my many favorite analogies. Um, because the she hasn't got a clue what's going on. Whereas, and the thing is, if you run companies globally around the world, not only do you not know what's going on the street in the town 10 miles away, you don't give a shit anyway, and you certainly don't give a shit about a population in a town that's in another country just because what your decision is going to influence that. You are only able to see the picture of your own life. Now,
Yes.
if your picture controls companies that own hundreds of millions, literally employ hundreds of thousands of people around the world, you probably only know 20 or 30 people in your company. You literally don't care, if you own a supermarket, what Tina on aisle 8 is doing at night time stacking shelves. You don't even know the manager's name of that shop.
Nope.
But you make decisions every day that will impact that. And every time a company restructures and shuts down a factory, it doesn't care about the 250 people it's laying off. As far as it's concerned, it's done its due diligence, realized that it's no longer profitable enough for the organization. So they restructure, lay off 250 people, which generally translates to 250 families or 250 homes. Now, if you live in a small town, that might be 5% of the population. Well, that would have had a knock-on effect to all the other businesses that provided for that company. So before you know it, you might be at something like 15, 20% of the population of that town has been affected. But that's okay, because the profit margin of this bloke or this woman or the board,
Holders.
the shareholders, has been increased. That's
Yeah.
how it works. And if you think you wouldn't make the same decision if you were in their place, you're a fucking fool, because you would. Because you're not living with those people. You don't even know they exist. And you will the only question you will ask is, what are we legally required to do?
Yeah.
And shutting down an organization for a couple of million when you make billions, it's like walking past a penny on the floor because it's not worth your time to pick it up.
Yeah.
That's the world they
Back
live
in
in.
the old days, it was.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
So,
Anyway,
and that's and to be honest with you, that could probably almost sum up the echo chamber of the people that Louis has interviewed. It's and how they expose themselves. They don't care, because they're just spouting out stuff and don't really care because they don't know anyone they're really talking about.
so let me just direct it back to the satanic cult thing,
Yeah.
because this comes up a lot. So for me, in the wellness space, the satanic ritual, cults, and child abuse is rife. And a red pill female who is a big proponent of this, who is quite big online. Most people will know her partner, say, or a former partner, or I don't know if he's still her partner, but I think he married another woman, so they're in a three-way polyamorous relationship. That was an interesting podcast I listened to. So funny. It's
Who
funny and
is this
cruel.
person?
Cruel. So Kelly Brogan, she's called. But she perpetuates all the same kind of stuff as Teal Swan, of child satanic ritual abuse. And there's a lady called Anna Forrest, which I believe was quite active in the 90s and early 2000s in Los Angeles. And that was under the yoga cult type stuff and she kind of did a very similar sort of thing to you see your Teal Swans do. And in case you're wondering why Teal Swan's name has come up yet again, she's soft red pills. So if you really pay attention to her content, you can't miss it.
Can I just clarify this? Kelly Brogan, is
Yeah.
she a psychiatrist
Yeah.
with a book
Yeah,
called
yeah.
Own Yourself?
Yeah.
Surpassing path beyond depression. Sorry, so the surprising path beyond depression, anxiety, and fatigue to reclaiming your authenticity, vitality, and freedom is to let your husband have free ways. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, yeah. Current spirituality have covered her. I sent you that episode today to listen to because I think you'll find it quite interesting. I'm going to listen to it myself again. So it's quite old. I think that one was done in 2022. But that it'll just enlighten you to a bit more of Kelly Brogan and Sayuji and how that operates in now the political and wellness spaces.